We are so excited to see all of you today. So, welcome. My name is Tina Fishland, and I am honored to serve on this Rotary Action Group for Girls Empowerment as co founder and co chair. On behalf of my co chair, Dawn Rochelle, and our illustrious group of board members, we warmly welcome you to our quarterly membership meeting. Thank you all for your continued commitment, your leadership, and most importantly, your passion for empowering our girls around the world. We have a lot to cover today, and we have a very special program. So let's get started. I officially call this meeting to order. Our first item of business is approval of the agenda. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Anne Marie seconded.
All in favor, just raise your hand. How about that? Thank you. I have a motion to, can I have a motion to approve the minutes that were prepared by our amazing secretary, Pam Stewart, from our October 8th meeting? Can I have a motion to approve the minutes as distributed?
So moved.
Dawn, thank you.
I see
Marco, thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Next, I will pass it over to our amazing treasurer, Deb McCaslin, who will give our report for treasurer.
Outstanding. I hope you can see the report I've got up here. We do have two bank accounts, one for our operations account and a projects account. We currently have $8,029.89 in our operations and $200 in our projects account. There's not a lot of movement going on in the accounts right now. We hope to have a lot of movements once Taipei hits. So thank you all for your continued support of our treasury. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Deb. Appreciate you and all the time that you spend, and thank Norm as well. Okay, Dawn, why don't you go into some of the accomplishments of our last meeting and some of the things we've been up to, sort of behind the scenes.
Yes. Welcome, and I'll say happy Wednesday to honor all of the time zones that we have present. You know, all of the things that have been accomplished since April, when the Rotary International Board approved this 26 Rotary Action Group that exists in the world, has been a learning for all of the board members, and it's been a time of really scaffolding and growth. And one of the things that we are most proud of is being able to honor International Day of the Girl Child, which I hope that all of you have been able to engage, and we'll put the link in the chat so that you can also view it and use it, and you'll get to hear from one of our speakers on that event shortly. We're very proud to be able to continue to engage and to really scaffold and think long term. This is a presidential initiative that grew into a movement and is why we exist. And we have tried to field as many questions as we can as a founding board about what the future holds. And you're going to hear in just a few minutes from our chair of our programs committees, Mary Shackleton, because the first thing that we have really focused on this week is this year has been, how is this sustainable past us? And that means engaging the right people in the right seats for these committee structures to slowly and surely scaffold, while we all as global ambassadors that were able to be a part of the presidential initiatives had sort of our scaffolding and our programs and sort of our focuses. This year has really been about sort of bringing that all together. And what does that look like as a Rotary Action Group that is now also a US-based nonprofit? So we appreciate everyone's ideas, your participation in the WhatsApp, so that we do read them, and we love seeing the energy and the initiatives that are moving forward. And we just hope that you'll continue on the journey and continue to share the work and help us to really sort of set the future forward and live into this strategic plan that we presented to Rotary International. So with that, as part of our strategic plan and sort of building out our organizational structure for this global movement, I'd like to introduce one of our founding board members, Mary Shackleton, who will introduce her amazing program chairs that have been assembled and to be able to lead off into our program today.
Thank you so much, Co-Chair Dawn. I'm Mary Shackleton, member of the Rotary Club of Metro New York City. That's in District 7230. And as Dawn said, I'm one of the founding board members and program director for our wonderful Rotary Action Group. I am so thrilled to have an amazing team of wonderful senior seasoned Rotarians, people who really believe in the empowerment of girls to lead our 5 program related committees, and they all have specific responsibilities or goals as part of our strategic action plan. So the first new chair I'd like to introduce is Anu Narula. Anu, are you there? Hi, would you please just unmute, tell us where you're from, what your Rotary Club is, and a few words about yourself.
Thank you, Mary. It is indeed an honor and a gratitude to serve on a committee that will enable me to use my 2 decades of experience as an educator of English in colleges and universities in India as a pedestal or a stepping stone to empowering our girls around the world. I right now belong to the Rotary Club of Canton, which is in Georgia in United States. That's my home state and my home club, District 6910. And I first joined Rotary in 1995 in India, and I have served in districts 3054 and 3080 in India, and now proudly serving in our own Tina Fishlin's District 6910. I am really looking forward to work with a wonderful team and with all of you to use education as a tool for empowering our girls. Thank you.
Thanks, Anu. And the Education Committee's role is to promote and provide increased access to education and educational resources for girls. The next committee chair that I'd like to introduce is Mary Turner, and she will be leading our health and wellness team. Mary, are you available?
I am.
Please.
I'd like to just bring greetings to everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Mary Turner. I'm from District 5360, which includes all of southern Alberta and western Saskatchewan in the Canadian Rocky Mountains. For many of you who attended the convention in June, that is my hometown of Calgary. So I hope that you were able to enjoy some of our western hospitality in June. I am a past district governor from the year of 2020, 2021. I share that with a number of my classmates that are on the call today. So great to see you all again. I'm really excited to be working alongside so many amazing Rotarians. I have a background in healthcare. I've managed a family practice medicine clinic for the last 3 decades. So very familiar with that kind of thing, working with young women and girls, and look forward to all of the work that we can achieve together as a group. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. And the Health and Wellness Committee, their role in the Strategic Action Plan is to decrease inequities and insufficiencies across all aspects of girls' physical, mental, and emotional health. The next new committee chair I'd like to introduce is Chrissy Sykes. Chrissy, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everybody. I am Chrissy Sykes, based in the UK, but my club is in South Africa. I belong to the Eagle Canyon E Club from District 9400. And it is an amazing club that does fantastic work, like all of your clubs. But my background is in child abuse prevention, and I'm very happy to support this amazing group. And I think we're going to do some fantastic things.
Right. Thank you, Chrissy. And the Safety and Wellbeing Committee, their role is to endorse, promote, and ensure the general safety, security, and well-being of girls across the board, across the globe. Thank you so much, Chrissy. And we're going to be hearing a little bit more about My Body is My Body, too. So thank you. All right. Our next committee chair is Kalpana Kaun. Kalpana, are you available?
Yes. Greetings from the state of Assam in northeastern India. I have been a Rotarian since 1992, and as one of the ambassadors for empowering girls during the presidential initiative, it was my privilege to work with some nearby countries too, as Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, and also parts of Indonesia. I look forward to working for this cause and, giving girls the opportunities to be financially independent in the field of economic development. And it's great to be part of this wonderful group of Rotarians working for the cause of the girl child. And my district, 3240, of which my club, Rotary Club of Dibrugarh, is in it, comprises of the 8 northeastern states of India, as well as a large part of West Bengal. It's an amazing part of India, which has a lot of cultural, social, and other diversity. My background is in teaching. I was in college education, and now, of course, I will be fully supporting this cause. Thank you so much, Mary.
Thank you. And last but not least, Michelle Barrere. Michelle, are you available? All right. Well, Michelle is from the Houston area, the Rotary Club of Houston, and she will be chairing our Advocacy and Engagement Committee. And that committee's role is to secure interest, collaboration, and participation in impactful activities among clubs, districts, and other partnership organizations. So, thank you for allowing this opportunity to introduce our new club chairs, and then my request for each and everyone on this call: consider whether you might like to join one of these Rotary, wonderful Rotarians and members of our RAG to be part of one of our committees. We will be announcing very soon a committee call out, and you might be hearing from one of the committee chairs. They've also gotten the list of your expressed interest when you joined our Rotary Action Group. So thank you very much, and back to you, Chair Dawn or Tina. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. And we're very excited to have these chairs in place because we feel that this is a huge step forward in being able again to further support and sustain this action group and the strategic plan initiatives that we have planned for the next 3 years. So with that, I am going to turn it over to past District Governor Rashika Bush, who is one of our founding members and leads our youth protection efforts overall for our RAG. Rashika.
Thank you, Dawn. It's a pleasure to be here with the international community and folks who are dedicated to doing great things in the world, particularly with the girl child. It's my pleasure to introduce our presenter for today, Miss Chrissy Sykes. I consider her a very good Rotary friend. I'm going to read a brief bio. She has a very lengthy, beautiful bio, but I don't want to belabor the time. I want her to be able to present, but I'm going to share a little bit about Chrissy. She is an award-winning singer, songwriter, and recording artist whose musical journey has spanned continents, from the vibrant music scene of South Africa to the heart of country music in Nashville, USA. But it was with her deep-rooted desire to make a lasting difference in the lives of children that led to her most meaningful work, the creation of My Body is My Body program. More than 35 years ago, Chrissy turned her talent for storytelling through song into a powerful educational tool. Collaborating with the U.S. Departments of Education and Human Services, she developed My Body is My Body, a free, music-based child safety program designed to teach children how to protect themselves from abuse in a way that is simple, memorable, and empowering. At the heart of the program is inclusion and accessibility. Chrissy works alongside a dedicated global network of volunteers. They ensure that the program remains entirely free. They contribute their time, voices, and translations to make sure that every child, regardless of language and location, can access the crucial safety lessons. With ambassadors and presenters in over 60 countries, My Body is My Body community is a global movement of changemakers working together to prevent child abuse and open vital conversations between children, families, and educators. And with that, I present my friend Chrissy Sykes with My Body is My Body program.
Oh, thank you so much, Rashika. That's a lovely introduction. I'm going to go straight on to the presentation because we've got 20 minutes and I've got a lot to cover. And I'm just really, really excited to be here with you all. I'm just going to make sure that we share sound. And can you see my presentation? Okay, good. I'm just going to make that into a big one. Right. Welcome, everybody, from Girls Empowerment Rotary Action Group. Rotary is about service and protecting children. I'm going to put that into play. There we go. And protecting children is one of the most important services that we can offer, because when we protect children, we change lives, strengthen families, and build safer, stronger communities. The World Health Organization reports that more than 1 billion children experience sexual abuse, physical abuse, and emotional violence every year. And behind that number are real children in our communities, many of whom that are not taught body safety. They don't have the language to explain what's happening. They don't feel believed, and they don't know who to tell or ask for help. And I know you can say, well, our local schools do some sort of education on body safety, but the problem is that most children at a young age, which is where we need to be educating them, are not taking in these lessons. And that is where our program works. The good news is that prevention works. So if we look at the 1 billion children, that is around about 50% of the children of the world that are being abused every day. And we have many, many countries that are at war, and the children are being abused there. But the children are also being abused in every single one of your communities. This is not something that just happens in poor countries or poor areas. It happens in every single community, even in mine. Down the road last year, a really sort of normal family, if you can say that, the gentleman ended up in jail for 6 years for abusing his daughter. And so it happens in, I can say, every community. So when children learn early that their body belongs to them, that there's no uncomfortable touches. They're okay to say no if something makes them feel uncomfortable, and that they can tell a safe adult. We reduce the power of silence. And that is the problem with child abuse, and why it is still so prevalent around the world, is that everyone is scared to talk about it.
This is Kim.
Sorry. So that's where the My Body is My Body program exists. It's
Hey,
a
how are
free,
you?
internationally acclaimed, award-winning, music-based program that helps children remember safety messages through positive songs, videos, activities. And that learning sticks with the children because it is music. They've done a lot of research onto when you talk to a child, they only use one part of their brain. But when you get a child singing, doing activities, it's using the whole brain. So all the neurons are firing, and that's why the program sticks with the children. You all will know little songs that you learnt as a child, and you'll still be able to sing them to this date. And that's what we're trying to do. We want to get the My Body is My Body message into the children's brains so that they know they can speak up, they can say no, and that we can prevent abuse. Most abuse starts between, well, it can start even before the age of 3, but a lot of it starts between the ages of 3 and 10. So if we can get to children at a young age, we can prevent a lot of problems and community problems that the children end up with. So today I'm inviting you to help us take this further so that more children can grow up safer, stronger, and confident to speak up. So this is where Rotary can be so powerful, because MBIMB doesn't depend on specialists. It just depends on caring adults. The beauty of our program is its simplicity, and that it can be taught by many different professionals: social workers, teachers, early years daycare providers, parents, carers, after school programs like football and well, any kind of sporting activity, or just an after school group, and community volunteers. In fact, anyone that works with children and families can learn this program very easily and share it. So what do we want to do with children? We want them to understand their body and that it belongs to them. So we want to teach clear boundaries, like no uncomfortable touches. So I don't have to sit on grandpa's lap or uncle's lap or auntie's lap. I don't have to kiss people I don't want to kiss. We have to teach children these boundaries at an early age, and we can still get them to be sociable and respectful. We can handshake, we can high five, we can do all these things. But if a child feels uncomfortable with being touched or hugged or as I say, sitting on someone's knee, we need to show them that it's okay to say no. You have a right. It's your body. And that means as they grow up and they become young teenagers and they start dating, they'll have the capacity to say no. I don't want to do that. This is my body. So it's learning for later years as well. We want to build confidence to speak up when anything doesn't feel right, which means bullying, peer pressure, all the things our kids are subjected to at the moment, and also to know who to tell and how to ask for help. So we want to reinforce that safety comes first. No secrets. Secrets are an abuser's best friend. So we want to make sure that kids know we don't keep secrets. We can have surprises that always end up as something positive, but we don't keep secrets. So using music to introduce body safety is so powerful. It strengthens memory, it supports speech and communication, and through repetition and rhythm, it supports early brain development and learning, and it holds a child's attention more than anything. That's the most important thing. When you're talking to a kid in class or in a group somewhere, if you haven't got their attention, they're not taking that knowledge in. So the music helps them retain that message and keeps the message engaging, calm, and we can also keep it age appropriate. So the more children join in by singing and doing the actions and repeating the lines, the more likely they are to retain these important messages in their lives. So there are 6 songs. I think I'm doing okay time-wise. Yes. 6 songs in our program, and each song has a separate objective. So the My Body is My Body song, we teach children that their body is their own. They have a right to say no, because it belongs to them. And we also have a right to say no if anyone wants to touch our private parts. There's a whole program that goes along with this where we explain where your private parts are. It's where your swimsuit covers or where your underwear covers. So we don't go into massive detail, but we give the children enough to protect themselves. And then again, as I say, we go in through, when you're young, your mom and dad will bathe you, but as you get older, you'll learn how to do that for yourself. And we also cover if we are working with children that have special needs, that they might have to be bathed all their life. But if anything makes them feel uncomfortable, they have a right to speak up. So no matter who we're talking to with the children, we tell them they have a right to speak up. If anything feels uncomfortable, anything doesn't feel right, or if anyone's telling them to keep a secret. Second song we do is If It Don't Feel Right, Don't Do It, which is a rap song. And the kids love this one. It's all about listening to our feelings and knowing, if something feels wrong, again, we can speak up. We have a what if game where we use different scenarios. So this is all, when we do our training, we say to people, use what's going on in your community so that we can prepare children for different scenarios. So we say to them, have a jar with different questions in, and the children can pull out of the jar the questions, and then you can have a discussion about what can we do? How do we stay safe? So that's the what if game. And with that song, we also shout no nice and loud, because it's important that kids become empowered to shout out no and know that it's okay to do that. Number 4 is if you've got a problem, tell someone. So here we want to tell children who to tell, because there's lots of different people we can tell, and we list all the family members they can speak to. But if the abuse is happening within that family or family friend environment, we also need to be able to speak to people at school or in our communities. Again, with activities, there's people the volunteers. So it's a good thing to sort out all the people that we can speak to within our community. And again, this is very much led by the people that are training this. Within that song, we also teach children how they might feel if they're talking about something difficult, that they might feel a bit sick, that they might get sweaty hands, that their legs might wobble, or their voice might be shaky. And it's all very important to tell kids that that is normal, that's how we're going to feel if we're telling about a problem. The song 5 is Love is Gentle. And this is just about showing children that love is supposed to be about caring and sharing and trusting. And we talk about all sorts of things and what we like to do with our family. And it's a really good indicator as to what is going on in a child's life. And say 6, say no to secrets. So we teach children, again, like I mentioned earlier, we don't keep secrets, especially if someone's hurting them or touching them inappropriately. Right. I'm going to play a little bit of the My Body is My Body song. All the songs are done with cartoons, and we have them in 35 languages. Not all the songs are done in 35 languages. We have the program in 35 languages, and we're still looking for more volunteers to do the songs, but we've got 17 languages in the songs, and they're all culturally appropriate. So the Egyptian ones or the Arabic songs, the little girl's got a hijab on. And so, as I say, we try and keep everything very culturally appropriate. So I'll play you a little bit of this. Please just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the sound.
It's my body, my body. Nobody has the right to hurt me. My body is my body for me. It's my body, my body, and nobody has the right to touch me, 'cause my body is my body for me.
Okay, so I'm going to just stop there, and I'm going to show you some children from around the world that are singing the song. Again, you will see there's QR codes. So, and I will send this presentation to Dawn and Sean once we've done this, so that they can share it with you and you can watch the videos in your own time. But this was done with children from lots of different countries for a competition about how they wanted to present the My Body is song. So some are dancing, some are singing. And I'll just play a little bit of this for you.
Hello, my name is Sister Afumbam Blanche, a member of the Holy Family Choir of Yaoundé, Cameroon. We are going to sing some songs, have some fun, and learn about how to keep safe. You know, our bodies are very special, that nobody has the right to hurt us, touch our private parts, or do anything that makes us feel uncomfortable, because it's our special body. We are going to start by singing and demonstrating the My Body is My Body. And I want you to sing along with me.
It's my body, my body. Nobody has the right to hurt me. My body is my body for me. It's my body, and nobody has the right to touch me, 'cause my body is my body for me. I've got 2 hands for you, and 2 eyes to see, and 2 ears to hear what you're telling me. I've got 2 strong legs everywhere I go, and I've only got some private parts that I don't want to show. My body, and nobody has the right to touch me. My body is my body for me. It's my body, and nobody has a right to touch me, 'cause my body is my body for me. I've got hair on my head, I want you to see, and a little belly button in the middle of me. I've got a cute little nose and 10 little toes, and I've got a mouth to tell you what I want you to know. It's my body, and nobody has the right to hurt me.
Okay, so you see, thanks. You'll see that you can use this program from kids. There was 3 and 4 in South Africa. You can use it in a total school setting. We had 400 kids singing it all together. You can do it with 3 kids. And we had children in Nepal there that were 13 and 14 that were doing the program. So I wanted to share you this because we've got a little team of girls empowerment in South Africa, and Pastor Rose sent me this. The My Body is My Body program has become so much more than a set of lessons. It's a movement in our community. It brought us together, uniting parents, teachers, and children. and helping our street children learn about body safety and emotional intelligence. What began as a small initiative has now reached other centers, cutting across fears and barriers. In fact, 80% of our community has now been touched by the MBIMB program, with 20 ambassadors trained online and peer educators spreading the message even further. We're seeing a real change in the behavior of the children, proof that when a community stands together to protect its children, transformation happens. Sorry, I don't know why I got emotional. Okay, we've got loads of languages, so that's that part. We have 10 free courses, all on our website, all to do with keeping children safe. We have loads of free resources to download. We've got a special needs book, a sporting book. Our lesson plans are all there. And then, most importantly, we start with our Rotary Empowerment, Rotary MBIMB champions for our RAG on the 24th of this month. And I will send a PDF for this as well. We're going to do 6 sessions, and during those 6 sessions, we are going to onboard people. We're going to show you how to train, show you how to take this into your communities. So I would really appreciate if you would share that with your communities, and we want as many Rotary clubs to do this as possible, so we can make a massive impact with preventing child abuse. This is, again, will be in your leaflet, and it just shows you what we're going to do each of those 6 sessions. And I've also put here the different groups that we can include and why. And I'm sure you've got many more groups that we can include with Rotary. But there's child abuse affects so much of our community. We need to do this and get our kids protected right from the beginning, because it really affects everything. So at the end of this PDF, there's a way to onboard, a link to onboard, a link to our webpage, which has got everything on for the RAG community, and also the MBIMB website. And I really hope that you'll help us share this, and let's make a massive impact in the world with our kids. We know we can do this with our Rotary groups. Thank you.
Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you. That was so informative. We did have a few questions in the chat, but I also wanted to say, if you guys weren't able to see it, there have been links throughout, so that you can have a connection to the My Body is My Body site. It was shared in the chat that this recording will be available to members following our session today. Chrissy, there was a request if you could please share the stats again that were given at the very beginning of.
Okay. The stats were 1 billion, according to WHO, 1 billion children. I know in England, they've put out stats that 500,000 children are sexually abused every year. And they say that is a massively conservative number, because most of the abuse is not reported. People don't know what to do. People don't want to be embarrassed by something going on in their families, so they tend to keep it quiet. So that 500,000 kids are people that have actually spoken up, but we know the figures are massively much more than that. So the 500 million children in the world, I mean, it is an epidemic. It absolutely is an epidemic. And if it was a disease, everybody would be jumping all over it. But it is a disease, and it does affect the learning power of the children. It does affect our communities, because the children don't learn properly. They can't be as productive as they should be in their communities. And also then we have the massive mental health issues we have in all of our communities. So we know that by empowering children at an early age, but not only empowering children, empowering the parents and adults in the communities as well to listen, to look, to see what's going on, and to be able to talk, because that's the biggest problem, is the communication. We don't have that with the children, or a lot of children don't have people that they can talk to and know that they can speak up about this.
Chrissy, we also had another question. Do you have to attend all 6 sessions? I believe that was at the end where you talked about the sessions to become an ambassador. The question was, do you have to attend all 6 sessions?
Okay, what we'll do is do like we've done today. It'll be videoed, and if you can't attend a session, we will put it on the page on our website, and also do some links on the RAG website, so that everybody's got all the information and that they can join. I know that people are busy and you've got deadlines and work and all other sorts of things. So we will do the 6 sessions and then put it out. And if you can't, everything is on the website to download and use. So that's fine.
Wonderful. We also had another question. Is there information within your program that teaches children what hugs, touches, or kisses are okay? So kind of defining what some people call safe touch.
Okay, with our program, we don't like the good touch, bad touch, because it's putting an onus on a child to try and decipher what is a good touch and a bad touch. And to be blunt here, sometimes a sexual touch can feel like a good touch, but it is a bad touch. So what we try and teach children is no touching of the private parts, and importantly, at the moment, no taking photos of the private parts. And then anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, it can be on your head. If you don't like it, you don't like somebody touching your hair or your head, say no. So it's more of a general thing, anything that you feel uncomfortable with. And we feel that that's a better way to teach children, rather than saying, well, this is good. If you touch you on the shoulder, it's okay. If they touch you on the bottom, it's not okay. It's making something complicated where we don't want to make it complicated. We want clear guidelines for kids that these parts we don't touch, and anything that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Thank you, Chrissy, because in my work with young people who've been abused, one of the things that we teach in our safety programming is trusting your gut.
Yes.
I don't care who it is. If it doesn't feel right, you can say no.
Yes. So that's where our song is. If it don't feel right, don't do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry to cut you off. I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. We're a community having a community conversation to help our young people. Tina and Dawn, I know you guys were helping me man the chat. I saw very good discussion and sharing, but I didn't see any more. Oh, here's the last one. Have any schools included this programming as part of their curriculum?
Yes, we've had quite a few schools around the world, and also here in the UK. We are getting a lot of support from the PSHE, which is the physical and sexual group of that work within protection in schools. And locally here, we've got 15 schools that have put it into their program. I'm doing the schools in Leeds this month, 29th. Nottingham, just down the road, have put it into loads of their schools. So we are getting the schools involved. And again, as I say, round the world, we've got schools. That one school where all the 400 kids were singing was a Catholic school in Johannesburg. So schools are behind this program, and it helps them teach an important but difficult subject, and it also gets the parents involved, which is what we want as well. It's so important. As you know, Rashika, we've got to get that conversation moving between the parents and the children and the communities.
Yes. Chrissy, we've had 3 questions pop up very fast, and it's about the cost. So how much does it cost to get the songs and the packaging?
Nothing.
Mhm.
Okay, so our whole idea is that we're going to do a fundraiser in June, and we're hoping that you'll all get involved. So what we want to do is your Rotary clubs will fundraise and then put the printed product into your schools. So it doesn't come to us. We have nothing to do with your fundraising. So we will give you the books to download and print, and then we can put the teacher lesson plans and some of the children workbooks and everything into local schools, local groups. But everything on our website is free. And it's something that I have mandated always. We will never charge for any of our services. So our courses, our resources, and everything that we do is free.
Excellent.
The only charge is the only cost is to print the books and put them in the schools. But you can actually digitally disperse them as well.
Chrissy, we have one final one as we wrap up. Someone on with us named Marco, and I'm sorry I can't see everybody. He said that he has the ability to assist translation in both Italian and French. So, Marco, you're welcome to reach out to Chrissy because that shows you were paying attention to the part about volunteers translating in different languages. But Marco said he's willing to assist if you need it in Italian and French.
Oh, that's super. We do have French already, Marco, but I would love Italian because I have not found anyone to do that for me. So thank you very much.
I think Rashika, Anne Marie had her hand up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
No,
I was so
it's
focused
okay.
on the chat.
No, we had enough from South Africa on this wonderful video, but I want to just say, and it was on a previous comment that was made. I saw now the end of the year here in South Africa how teachers were using these songs in their year-end concerts. So it's a beautiful, easy way of actually groups on stage to sing, and then they start singing. And the whole audience was singing. So I want to just say, sky is the limit. It's not only as material in the class, but then the whole school can participate and make it fun, because I think that's the most important. And Chrissy, maybe on that question of Italy, of the Italian language, perhaps you can also just briefly say which of the languages would you like people to volunteer and to sing? Because as Chrissy is saying, it's translated in many languages, but still she needs voices to actually sing those songs for her. That's all from me.
Thank you, Anne Marie. That's right. We've got Haitian Creole, quite honestly, and I'll tell you why. Compassion International did the translations for us and the singing, which was amazing. But I will. Again, can I send all this stuff? There's 2 PDFs, and I'll send a list of everything and the languages that we need. That is our list of languages there that we have, but not all of them have the singing. So we could do with some singing. We're waiting for. Anu is no.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in Pakistan?
No.
No one from the hall. We're waiting for someone. They've done one song, and then we lost contact with the people that did it. But I will send a list of what we're wanting. At the moment, we're wanting Hungarian. We're working on Romanian. We've got Portuguese, French, Spanish, many of the main languages. But I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I don't want to take too much time. Sorry.
We will send this out with the meeting. So
Yes.
Christy, when you have time, we will send this out with the meeting, the link so that people can rewatch it or they can share it with others. So I just want to say thank you. I'm a professional social worker and have spent my life's work in youth protection as well, just like Rashika. And this is Rotary at its best. This is, being able to use a calling that is now scaled in so many countries and so many languages, and someone saying, no, just download it. Please help me share it. Like, I have goosebumps saying it. And we're just so grateful because if I hadn't have been asked to volunteer just like all of you, I wouldn't have opportunity to connect with this information today. And that is the gift of Rotary to me, that we just need to keep casting into the world in different ways. And thank you, Rashika, for leading us in that. And
My pleasure.
You have been just as connected and excited about this work, and we are grateful for you. Some opportunities upcoming will be as soon as we have the schedule for Taipei. For those of you that will be able to join us at the Rotary International Convention in June. As a Rotary Action Group, that is one of our charges. And so many of us will be there, and we will share our booth number, and we hope that you will be able to help us in sharing some volunteer time there in the House of Friendship, and also just using that time to connect with Rotary Action Groups. I think Tina and I in particular would say, being able to be a part of the Rotary Action Group Council and to be able to meet and to figure out how in Rotary this membership strategy that's also connected to the foundation that furthers our impact in the world, how do we sort of continue to leverage the best assets of each? And so we're just grateful that you're here. So look for the volunteer opportunities that we will be sending out. We just have to get the matrix together once we get the information, and we're hoping that we'll be out here shortly for those hours we will need help. So with that,
Dawn, someone has their hand up, I believe.
Yep. So with that, we're going to close out promptly at the top of the hour. So Anu, do you have a final question?
Thank you so much, my dear Dawn. Just like you, I have an amazing opportunity to share with all of you. On February 13th, Friday, February 13th, our own past Rotary International President Shekhar Mehta will be presenting a webinar on girls' education. We are going to create the final Zoom link, appropriate Zoom link today. The flyer is already ready, and I will be sharing that information with you on the WhatsApp group. Please consider joining us February 13th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 8:30 p.m. India time. Please check your local listings once I share that information on WhatsApp. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Anu. We appreciate that. We've got a couple minutes left. So I wanted to bring, first of all, Chrissy, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing this deeply powerful program to us. And we're excited to have you as our official partner. I mean, protecting our children, educating the mothers and the guardians, bringing awareness and advocacy is so incredibly important. So thank you. I can help you with Pakistan. We'll talk later. As we come into the season of district conferences and PELs and other opportunities to share what you're passionate about, I hope that you will share the Rotary Action Group for Girls Empowerment. And we have information for you. We can help you get a banner. We can help. Kim is fabulous. She's created postcards and things like that. So anytime you have an opportunity to speak, share about Rotary Action Group for Girls Empowerment at PELs, district conferences, again, zone, club meetings. And please report that back to us. We want to, that's another charge we have, is to report back on how we're bringing awareness and to the Rotary Action Group. So our next meeting will be the second Wednesday of the month, April 8th, same time, same place. April the 8th, 2026 will be our next meeting. And if there's no other business, any hands raised for any additional business?
Tina, who do we reach out to again if we would like to have materials to present at a district conference or PELS, I'm sorry.
Kim has put it, Kim, you want to?
Okay, Kim.
You're muted, Kim. You can get in touch with
She
Kim.
put her
and us.
email in for us. I got
Oh,
you.
okay. Some of the collateral is also on our website. And as a member of our RAG, you have access to log in to that. So if you have your login information, you can go to our website and log in some of the collateral pieces I know she's put there. Okay. Well, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. Kim and Mary Turner, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your evening. God bless and take care.